Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. What is Edwin Sifuna's game plan? What is Edwin Sifuna up to? Because Edwin Sifuna is the Secretary General of ODM Party. And as the Secretary General of ODM Party, Edwin Sifuna is the spokesperson for the party. What is he up to? Is he sending Raila Odinga's coded message to William Ruto? Or is Edwin Sifuna rebelling away from ODM position as far as working with William Ruto's government is concerned? Earlier today, Edwin Sifuna shocked the entire country when he alleged that even if ODM party were to support William Ruto, there is no way William Ruto will win in 2027.
I have not signed any agreement, and I can speak authoritatively. There is no agreement between ODM and UDA about 2027. And I'm telling you, Trevor, I've said on this show, and I will repeat it. If you are unpopular, it doesn't matter how many leaders you bring around you. We will lose the election with Ruto, even if we supported him as ODM. I am very clear in my mind, because the people are clear in their minds on what a government is supposed to do. And for as long as you're not addressing those things, it doesn't matter. We lost an election with 26 parties. I remember I've said it here on this show, Manzo. Even the logistics of just sitting the principals here was a problem. We had, in one county, you have 3 principals. One county, like Meru, you remember we had Kraitu Murungi, we had Munya, all of them are principals. But we still came up short. That tells you that if you don't deliver on your promises, if institutions such as the Catholic Church are calling you out for a culture of lies, you have unkept promises, you are kidnapping young people, I am telling you it doesn't matter who supports you. Okay. You will still lose the election. All right. So for me, these leaders that are speaking, let them exercise their freedom of speech. Because at the end of the day, ODM is a democratic party. Okay. People are allowed to express themselves. So you're not taking Ojenda's invite when he says you joined him in government? No. Ojenda knows. Ojenda knows my position on this issue. First of all, as a member of parliament, I have said, when you are elected into parliament, you are a member of government as a member of an arm of government. And we are the people who cede our own power to the executive. Okay. When Ojenda goes to prostrate himself before the head of state at State House, so that he can get Mamboleo Muhoroni Road done, and yet he knows the people of Muhoroni pay taxes. You don't need to do that. Okay. You don't need to be friends. All right. Manzo.
No, that is Edwin Sifuna, the spokesperson of ODM Party, the Secretary General of ODM Party, one of Raila Odinga's loyal soldiers, speaking. The question is, what is Edwin Sifuna up to? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. And I want to go straight to the point. What is Edwin Sifuna up to? For me, I want to interpret Edwin Sifuna's statements today on Citizen TV in the morning as follows. Number one, I strongly believe that Edwin Sifuna is actually sending a coded message from Raila Odinga to William Ruto. The other day, I explained to you guys that maybe Raila Odinga is multitasking. But if you were to pay very close attention to what Edwin Sifuna is trying to do and trying to say, either he is sending a coded message from Raila Odinga to ODM supporters, or he is actually delivering that bad news to William Ruto that ODM is working with him, but they are very well aware that he's very unpopular, and therefore they might not support him. I want you guys to listen again to Edwin Sifuna and tell me if this is not a coded message.
that,
joint government will be what?
Yes,
within ODM, there's people like Ojienda who are fixated with power sharing. Everything he talks about is just who will be what and who will get what.
In all fairness,
They are just
Ojienda
a
mentioned
minute,
it here
just a
before
minute.
even the broad-based government happened.
I
and it did
understand
happen.
that. I am telling you that there are those of us who are fixated on power. There are those of us who are fixated on fixing this country. And there's a distinction. And I have not said that it is not possible. But I have said in the past, you know, we need to learn from the mistakes we made in the past. One of the things that I have learned in the past, I'm beginning my 8th year as SG in February of this party. One of the things we've learned in the past is that we have a responsibility to advise our leaders. And the beauty with the party leader, Raila Odinga, is that he always falls back to his troops to advise him. And he listens to the advice. The advice that we failed to give in 2018, 2022 was that you were associating with a government that was extremely unpopular and that we were going to end up carrying the burden of incumbency when indeed it was not our government. This is the exact same situation that we find ourselves in. But the responsibility on the people who believe in ODM, who believe in the values of this party, is to not make the same mistake we made last time by keeping quiet and saying, oh, let us just keep quiet, this thing will work out. It did not work out. We are not going to make the same mistake. We have a responsibility to say, and I've said it here, it doesn't matter if you are not performing as an incumbent, if you are doing the things that this government is doing, it doesn't matter who supports you, you will still come up short. And I've given you the example of what we did last election. We had a coalition of 26 political parties, including a sitting president. We still came up short, Trevor, because we did not address the issues of the people. And the incumbency, the presidency, all those things that were happening, including the bodies showing up in Rivayala, the state of the economy, the demolitions, all of those things, we ended up carrying that burden. And I'm telling you, for as long as I'm SG of ODM, I am sworn to give proper advice to my party leader. I cannot go to Bungoma and be told by the people who supported Ruto that they no longer see him as somebody they can support. Then I come and report the opposite. I am not helping my party leader.
Should your party insist that this is the direction we're taking, what happens?
We will cross that bridge when we get there. I can tell you for a fact, Trevor, at the end of the day, my responsibility is to put things on record so that history can record that I warned that this is something that would still hurt us as a political entity.
Number two, is it possible that Edwin Sifuna is trying to chart his own political path away from ODM party and Raila Odinga? Because if you've been keenly following the political developments within ODM party, Baba Wino has taken the same trajectory Edwin Sifuna is taking. In ODM party, I want to challenge you. Can you name for me 5 popular individuals? If you are to name 5 popular individuals within ODM party, I can assure you, you name Baba Wino, you name Edwin Sifuna. You will not miss them amongst the top 5 in your list. So do you think Raila Odinga is not wise enough to allow the most popular individuals within his party to take the path they are taking? That's why I strongly believe that Edwin Sifuna might not be charting his own political path. They could be on a mission. But let's assume he's charting his own political path. Which camp do you think Edwin Sifuna can join? Can he join Kalonzo? Of course, at some point, for those who follow this channel, and I'm going to share the link to that video here, I once advised Kalonzo Musyoka that if he was serious about his bid, he should not hesitate. He should move straight, either pick Edwin Sifuna or Babu Owino as his running mate. Early enough. So Sifuna can decide to go to Kalonzo's side. Why? There is the lawyer factor in Nairobi, then there is the camper factor in Nairobi, and of course now the rage against William Ruto. The other alternative, which I highly doubt, is for Edwin Sifuna to part ways with ODM party. and team up with Gachagua in the hope that he will become the candidate in Nairobi, either the governor or the senatorial, and then the entire Kikuyu nation will vote for him. Of course, ODM, he has built a name for himself there, and of course, with that, he can easily win. Apart from that, I doubt if he's charting his own political path, but in politics, anything is possible. It's always about interest and betrayal. Ladies and gentlemen, before I give you my third point, allow me to introduce you guys once again to another product by Bricks Solutions, the smart door lock. It has very interesting features. It has a camera that sends images of visitors to your phone and has a screen from inside to show who is at the door. This smart door can be operated using fingerprints, can just finger, passcode access, smart card unlocking, mobile app unlock, and also it also supports virtual passcode, so that in case you are in town and your kid has come from school and you would want them to access the house, you can just create a code, send them, then they log in. They're actually very good for homes, especially the main entrance and other rooms, and of course Airbnbs. And of course, Airbnbs needs this, all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't also forget that Bricks are specialists when it comes to software development. So ladies and gentlemen, you can contact them using that number you are seeing on your screen there. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go now to my third point, and thank you guys for that commercial break. I also tend to think that Edwin Sifuna's statements or position are actually motivated by ground politics. Edwin Sifuna is the senator for Nairobi. Nairobi is the epicenter of Kenyan politics. So Edwin Sifuna has sat down, has figured out the position of Nairobians as far as William Ruto's government is concerned. And he has concluded that the ground is hostile. So associating with William Ruto for Nairobi politics today is a bit unsafe. And that can explain why Babu Owino is also playing it safe. Because, Nairobi's dynamics is a bit different. And because of that, he doesn't want to be seen to be associating with William Ruto. There is that Rigathi Gachagua factor in Nairobi. That's why Babu Owino, for example, never even voted for his impeachment. Because, Nairobi politics is very interesting. I always tell people, there's a guy who was telling me, why can't you go and run in Nyakach? I said in Nyakach, we have candidates there. There's Trevor Mbija, who is one of the most credible candidates so far, wants to run. There is my friend Okoth Pande and others. But I've always told them, because of the clan politics, I come from one of the smallest clans in Nyakach, so it's very difficult for me to contest there. I can contest here in Kisumu, but as a senator, I can easily do that. But if I wanted to contest for a political seat, I'll simply relocate back to Nairobi again, identify a constituency. And I know you guys will support that bid. The dynamics in Nairobi is a bit different. And people like Edwin Sifuna, who've contested before, lost and won, they understand it. And that's why they're a bit slow. Number 4, I'm also seeing some emerging camps in ODM party. I think if not well managed, ODM might actually split. There are 2 camps. There's a camp within ODM party who are fully for this broad-based government. And then there's another camp which are totally against this broad-based government. In fact, the only thing which is still holding them is Raila Odinga. So that if Raila Odinga were to go to AU and just disappear, ODM party is going to disintegrate. So I think Edwin Sifuna is in the camp of those who are opposed to this broad-based government. And of course, you can't also rule out the possibility that Edwin Sifuna is operating the way he's operating because of the mood of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.